Good morning, class!
Good morning, teacher. Good morning, classmates.
Okay, let us start our prayer this morning. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Angel
Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love so makes me hear. Ever this day, be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen.
the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, you may now take your seats. Okay, let me check your attendance. Who is absent?
Everyone is present except Anna, teacher.
Only Anna.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So, our today's lesson is about rock cycle and its process. Are you ready to listen, kids?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, that's good. But before we start our discussion, I will tell a story first. Are you ready to listen, students?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a group of fairies, and they have a leader called Mother Fairy, and she has a daughter called Mara. Mara was the most beautiful fairy. She has a very high position in their group. That is why all the fairies respected her. But she abused her power. She would bully and trample other fairies. One day, Mother Fairy decided to disguise herself into a low-level fairy. Then accidentally, she bumped into Mara, and Mara became so angry. She pushed and shouted, "How dare you? Don't you have eyes? Don't you know who I am? I am Mara, the daughter of Mother Fairy. You should kneel and respect me. You are just a low-level fairy." After she said that, Mother Fairy takes off her disguise and punished Mara. She transformed Mara into a rock where she will be ignored and trampled underfoot by other fairies. The end. Since everyone is listening, I would ask a question to everyone regarding the story. What is the name of the beautiful fairy?
Teacher.
Yes, Diana.
Mara, teacher.
Very good. What is the name of the leader of the fairies?
Teacher.
Yes, Agsidef.
Mother Fairy.
Good job. Why did Mother Fairy punish Mara? Yes. Sophia.
Because Mara is mean.
Impressive. What punishment was done for Mara?
Mara turned into a rock.
Very good. In your own way, how can you show kindness to others? Yes, Zarina.
By offering to help.
Okay. Another one? Zihana.
Smile to others.
Yes. You, Victoria.
Compliment others.
Good job. Can you identify what is in the picture?
Yes, teacher. Rock.
Yes, a rock. Have you seen a rock?
Oh, yes, yes.
Have you touched a rock?
Oh, yes, yes.
Very good, everyone. And now, let me start the discussion. So listen carefully and understand, students.
Yes, teacher.
And please get your book and open it to page 30. So, the topic is the rock cycle. So first, let's define what is the rock. A rock is any solid that is naturally found on Earth. It may consist of minerals, other pre-existing rocks, mineral like matter, or organic debris. Some rocks can contain just one mineral, while others can include a composite of several minerals. For rocks to contain these different materials, they should undergo processes that would change their form. The process wherein rocks change into sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock, and igneous rock is a rock cycle. The mountain ranges are constantly interacting with the atmosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. This interaction can physically break the rocks apart and chemical change their composition through the power process of weathering. So what is weathering? Weathering is a process of disintegration, physical, and the decomposition or chemical of rocks. So let's start discussing the process of rocks, which is the first one is sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are classified and identified according to texture, nature, and shape of the sediments and presence of cement. The main classifications of sedimentary rocks are clastic or detrital sedimentary rock and chemical sedimentary rock. So let's define first the clastic or detrital sedimentary rock. Clastic sedimentary rocks are those that are not formed by accumulation, compaction, and cementation of different solid particles that came from mechanical or chemical weathering. They are further classified into 5 classes, namely conglomerate, breccia, sandstone, siltstone, and shale. So, this is what they look like: the conglomerate, the breccia, sandstone, siltstone, and the shale. Let's proceed to chemical sedimentary rocks. These contain materials that are formed by chemical precipitation of minerals as a direct result of physical procedures or an indirect result of life processes of water-dwelling animals. For examples of these are halides, rock gypsum, dolomite, and limestone. So this is what they looks like: the halide, dolomite, rock gypsum, and the limestone. So let's proceed to the second process of the rock cycle, the metamorphic rocks. These are formed when pre-existing rocks are exposed to high temperature and pressure but remain solid. They are crystalline and often have a squashed or foliated or banded texture, while the igneous rocks form when hot, molten rock or magma crystallizes and solidifies. Igneous rocks can be easily identified with their texture, density, color, and mineral composition. Its texture depends on the shape, size, time, period to cool down and solidify, and the arrangements of crystals in the rock. And that is for our discussion. Now, in order for me to know that you are listening to my discussion, I will ask a question. What is rock?
A rock is any solid that is naturally found on Earth.
Okay. How can you distinguish the 3 types of rocks? Yes, Diana.
Igneous rocks are formed from melted rock deep inside the earth. Sedimentary rocks are formed from layers of sand, silt, dead plants, and animals' skeletons. Metamorphic rocks form from other rocks that are changed by heat and pressure underground.
Nice! I am very amazed by your participation, students. Now, raise your hand if you know the answer to these questions, okay?
Okay, teacher.
What do you call the process in which rock would change their form?
Rock cycle.
What is a rock cycle?
Process wherein rocks change into sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock, and igneous rock, or process in which rock would change their form.
Yes, correct. Who can enumerate the three types of rocks?
Me, teacher.
Yes, Rena.
Sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous rocks.
Correct. What do you call the rock that are largely found in the Earth's surface?
Sedimentary rocks.
What are the characteristics of sedimentary rocks?
Me, teacher.
Yes, Zihana.
Not crystalline in nature, soft and have many layers as they are formed due to the
Yes,
deposition of sediments.
very good. Who can give examples of sedimentary rocks?
Me, teacher.
Yes, Sophia.
Sandstone, limestone, and shale.
Very good. What do you call the type of rock that formed when pre-existing rocks are exposed to high temperature and pressure but remain solid?
Metamorphic rocks.
What are the characteristics of metamorphic rocks? Yes, Zarina.
Crystalline and often have a squashed texture.
Very good. What do you call the type of rock formed when hot molten rock crystallizes and solidifies?
Igneous rocks.
What are the characteristics of igneous rock?
Its texture, density, color, and mineral composition. Texture depends on the shape, size, time period to cool down and solidify, and the arrangements of crystal in the rock.
Wow! Very good, everyone! Let's clap our hands. Now, I will call a volunteers to answer the questions. Read it first and then answer. Yes, Zorina.
It is the process wherein rocks change into sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock, and igneous rock is called blank. Rock cycle.
Okay. Victoria?
It is the type of rock that is largely found in the Earth's surface is called blank sedimentary rocks.
Okay, go, Sophia.
It is the type of rock that has crystalline and often have a squashed texture is metamorphic rocks.
Yes, Diana.
It is the type of rock formed when hot molten rock, magma, crystallizes and solidifies. Blank is igneous rock.
Yes, Absidef.
Blank are the types of rock is igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks.
Oh yeah, Rena, the last one.
Blank are examples of sedimentary rocks is shale, limestone, and sandstone.
Very good. You were able to answer the questions. Now get one whole sheet of paper and list down the different types of chemical sedimentary rocks. Okay. Are you done?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, pass it in front. Thank you, everyone. Before I dismiss you all, I will give you an assignment. In a short bond paper, draw a sedimentary rocks and pass it tomorrow morning. That's it for today. Goodbye and thank you, grade 2. See you tomorrow and have a nice day.
Goodbye and thank you, teacher. Goodbye, classmates. See you tomorrow.